Hi, this is Liz Beglars from Professor Baldwin's play analysis class, and I'm here to do a vlog on Aristotle's Poetics. After reading these, I had never read this before. I've read a couple of things from Aristotle, but I have never read the Poetics. And after reading these, I see how it ties together his plays and what he's written, and it ties together actually a lot more literature and life. I definitely saw things I could compare to myself and society today, many different parts of what he's written about what a tragedy is. And I mean, as we could see yesterday with September 11th tragedy, that is a tragedy, and you see how powerful a tragedy can be, and it doesn't need to be something that necessarily happened. It can be something that didn't happen or doesn't happen, like shows on TV. And I think that's why our society is so addicted to television. It's because some shows, most, have their main characters with tragic flaws and tragic falls. And we're just addicted to watching this as a society. We want to see people fall because it's not us, but we want to imagine ourselves in there. And I think that's what Aristotle stresses, that we're not physically in it. We know it's a made up story, but we use our imagination to go into the plot and to feel for the characters, and we want to feel these foreign emotions that they feel, and we want to experience what they're experiencing because it's just so interesting. It draws us in. I know I'm a Law and Order junkie, like SVU. I love it. And it's such a popular show, and I think it's because it has all of the elements of a tragedy. Something happens, you get closer to the victims of whatever tragic thing happened to them, and you hear their story and you feel for them, and it draws you in. You want to find out, you want to get justice for this person. And at the end of Law and Order, most of the time, they have a catharsis feeling where they catch the person who did it, and the person who does commit a crime goes to jail, and it's just a very fulfilling feeling. And a lot of times they do like to throw you off. They'll make it seem like to a T like it's one person, and then at the end of the story the plot twists and it's someone you wouldn't even expect to have done something. And we're addicted to that last moment where, like we were talking about in class, when Glenn Close and I'm slipping the name, oh my goodness, the obsessed movie, the old one, Fatal Attraction, when she flinches after they thought she was killed. We love that because it's unexpected. We like surprise. We like that element of shock. Because we know it's fake, but we like to try to experience it, just like in Aristotle's tragedies. Sorry. We do feel compassion for the victims in tragedy, and we want to have that mimic kind of a thing where we can feel for the people. We can imagine that we are there, and that we're somehow connected to this person, and we love that feeling, and it kind of makes stories and plays lifelike to us. You read Oedipus and you feel for him, and when you watch a movie or a TV show, like a crime show, like Law and Order, you feel for them. You get so involved in the show, and that's why you get so addicted to the shows themselves. And it's kind of a relief when you feel the way that the characters in the show feel when either their killer is caught or either the killer is dead. We love that feeling. As a society, we love to be surprised and to feel something that we really are not a part of, but things like Aristotle says helps us to feel a part of these plots that we see in pieces of arts that are plays. And we love to look at the different relationships in each of it. We like to see what kind of relationships compare to our lives, and which kind of relationships you see in your friends and your family, and which type of relationship you have with your family. You look at Oedipus and you think, wow, I really did want to, I really do admire my mom, or if you're a boy, I guess. I really did admire my mom. I really hate my dad. I despise him. You look at those things and you say, wow, so similar to the things that happen to you in your own life. So that's what Poetics is trying to show us, that there's a specific science as to how a good great tragedy is written and a good poem, and it has different elements that make it appealing to the reader and actually classify it as a poem or a tragedy. The best kind of plots contain they have surprises. They make the audience keep them on their toes. Everyone likes to be on their toes the whole time when something surprising happens. It's just a feeling. It's that feeling that we just need as humans. We love to be surprised. We don't like to be able to guess the ending of it, and that's why shows and Oedipus, no one was expecting that ending when they were reading the play, until at the end, all hell breaks loose and he ends up stabbing his eyes out. It gets absolutely crazy, and you weren't expecting that at the beginning of the play. When you had first seen it, first started reading it, you were probably thinking Oedipus is a hero, good things are going to happen to him in this play, and then you see that his tragic flaw makes his whole life unfold, and you see that in different movies and television shows, and we just love this as a society, and Aristotle kind of lays it out, and he kind of laid the foundation in words of the different parts of poetics and everything like that. Today it's so prominent in society. You see it all over. You see stories about Casey Anthony's, I think, was in Florida, who killed her daughter and got off, with her charges. We were addicted to that story because we saw that we thought a mother killed her child. We're addicted to seeing things like that because that's not the normal. That's not the norm. Parents do not kill their children, and we just love listening to things like that. People still talk about the Amityville Horror story where the deranged son, killed his entire family, and you're addicted to it. And there's been 3 movies made out of it. It just shows that Aristotle may have come up with a theory thousands of years ago before there was television or movies, whatever. And now it's so prominent in society, it's the same exact thing. So I think that the poetics are really powerful, and I think anyone who reads them can recognize the connection to society as I did. Okay, thanks. Bye.